There we go. Triple Elvis 777 clocking in, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Today I got the one, the only Fernando with me.
Hey, back again, baby.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but we got it.
Most recurrent guest on the show.
That's right. I gotta get this sun out of the freaking. I gotta learn how to use a camera too. So if anybody wants to give me some tips, pointers, let us know. Today is gonna be this at least segment. Today is gonna be kind of a little like, is it like serious or is it just like nitpicking somebody that said some stupid things?
I think it's both.
Yeah. Okay. We're going in on ADAM22 today. Look, I don't hate Adam. You know, I really don't care for him either way. Like, he's cool, he's not, you know.
Yeah.
I like Sharp, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
I like Sharp, bro.
Yeah.
But we gotta discuss some of the things Adam said in the past, I guess, about his religious views. I don't know if he's changed them or not. So he had an interview with DC Young Fly, and he was saying that, you know, he's never seen any evidence for God, which is kind of crazy. He said he was, what, 12, 13?
Yeah, he said
12, 13, never seen any evidence for God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. There's a few things he says. I wrote a lot of this stuff down because this has been a minute. You know, I'm kind of catching up. We were going to make this video a while ago, right?
Yeah. Life happens.
He said he doesn't see any logic behind the religious text, a.k.a. the Bible. He's pretty much talking about the Bible. He really hates all. He doesn't really hate all religions. He specifically hates Christianity.
Yes, I think
you could get that tone from him. You know, he doesn't like Christianity. Cool, you know, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
He says it's huge leaps of faith with no logic behind it, talking about the Bible. So I'll let you start on that. What do you think?
So I think, well, to begin with, I think, he goes extremely. He likes to attack Christianity. That's like when he talks about religion. I feel like when he talks negatively about religion.
And it's not even just him though. A lot of people do that.
Yes, a lot of people do that.
They're hiding from the fact that they don't like Jesus or Christianity and saying it's all religions, which is fine. You can do that.
Yes, they try to like hide the fact that it's Christianity and they try to put it under some umbrella. Yeah. Right. And he does it, unfortunately, in this 2 videos with what's his name, DC Young Fly, and the other guy.
Yeah. So get that in there. You're good. But no, like, it's just something he does. It's like...
Yeah. Well, he says, okay, so first of all, he says that around 13 or 14...
Yeah, he tried to believe in God, and at 13 or 14 he lost it.
He just had this, like, epiphany, I guess, of just... I guess he just found both arguments. He just, for some reason, at 13 and 14, he was able to understand both arguments extremely well and be able to come to a conclusion that religion is not true, that there is no higher power, there's no standard of morality. At 13 or 14.
Yeah. Dude, you know, let's be honest, the people haven't even got their first nut. You know what I'm saying?
You really had your license.
Come on.
You can't do anything. And to say, first of all, if you're ever going to be taken seriously in terms of just religion or anything, right? If you're going to have an opinion, if you're going to be taken seriously, you have to look at both sides. Yeah, right? Exactly. And to the extreme. And at 13 or 14, I doubt this guy was able to look at both sides.
And
both sides. Both atheistic and religious side both consist of philosophy, science, theology, like a bunch, all these more than that, right? So
even like you went over DNA. Where, I mean, we don't got to get into all this, but there's a lot of.
There's a lot that goes into it just scientifically, right? That I would think if you would just take the time to look, you would say, okay, maybe there's something at least. Okay, because even in the scientific world, there's a split between people who think that science and faith can mesh together, and also there are scientists who don't think that way.
And I would say even sometimes, I mean, there's a belief system that science and God even go better than science without God.
I hold. I think I'm pretty sure. You know, it's safe to say that we both hold that same view.
Well, John Lennox is what has he got his degree in?
John, I don't know. Oh, he's mathematics.
And so that's just another one, Oxford. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's basically one. He says that he was able to find out that Christianity or any other religion was a bunch of nonsense at 13 and 14. Which, come on, really, that's a big statement. I don't think he really thought about what that really means, the significance of what that means when he said it. So
I just want to put that. He said specifically he has a problem with the Christian God. He said, I don't want to be down with Jesus. He'd rather be down with Zeus, Zor, anything, something like that. So, you know, just a Greek mythology versus a historical person that was people
who didn't exist.
Yeah, over a proof of a man that did exist and had a rapid change throughout history. And if you're not educated in that, then you should probably look more into that.
Had a huge impact on not only people in his day and age, but people hundreds of years after he died.
And I wanted to add that Sam Harris is pretty much the gist of ADAM22's God. So let's just say ADAM22 does believe in God. It's Sam Harris, though. Okay, so he does believe in God. He's not an atheist, guys. He's got some kind of reason behind his belief systems.
Because the argument that everybody's an atheist, you're just an atheist for Zeus, you're an atheist for Allah.
Or just go one God further. That's the Richard Dawkins.
Yes.
That's the typical kind of.
But the problem is, and this is where I don't get, right? So you go so far as to look for. I think what's Sam Harris. I think he's a philosopher, isn't he? He's a philosopher. He's something else.
I'm not sure. I know he's debated a few people.
I don't know exactly what he has his degree in or whatever his specialty is, but I know that he has debated theologians a lot, right? So what I don't get is that you go so far as to look at the best and brightest from the atheistic point of view, which I think everybody should do, and you're going to run into people like Sam Harris, right? And Richard Dawkins.
Yeah, Richard Dawkins.
But you don't take the time. Atheists. You don't take the time to look at the best and brightest from the Christian perspective.
Yeah.
Or even, honestly, the Muslim perspective, to be honest, or whatever other religion.
Even Judaism.
You have to break it down. If you're really going to say that all religions have no logic, or you believe in Zeus, everybody's an atheist, then look into the best and brightest of both sides. And I don't get how he has looked into Sam Harris, but hasn't looked at the people like Frank Turk or what's his name?
John Lennox. William Lane Craig.
Yeah, William Lane Craig.
Even Ben Shapiro still has good religious arguments. Jordan Peterson too. I mean, these people aren't atheists by no means. Yeah. Now, are they? Some of the people I follow all the way? No, but
they're not like the best. I think they're not theologians like Ben Shapiro and what's.
I think the Bible summed it up though. Seek and you shall find.
Yes.
Right? So we don't even need any of those people.
Yeah,
seek and you shall find. And I think Adam really didn't seek. I think he's just saying he did.
He's just trying to confirmation bias.
Let me go back with some of this stuff. He specifically has a problem with the Christian God. Okay, he said that he's not down with Jesus. Adam hates Christianity, and he says religion is stupid and it's a waste of time. Your time. There is nothing good about it. That's what Adam said. One thing that I noticed when he was talking about Kanye is that he was hating on Joel Osteen. Said Joel Osteen is a dirtbag or a dirtball. All right, so from what standard can ADAM22 say that Joel Osteen is a dirtbag when Adam promotes porn? He promotes a lifestyle of drugs, alcohol, kind of do what you want attitude as long as you don't hurt anybody. But literally, you're hurting people with those ideas.
Yeah.
You're ruining a lot of marriages, families, stuff like that.
Like what standard
and
are
you have
judging?
some kind of standard to say that Joel Osteen's a bad guy.
As an atheist,
so
you can't have a
if
standard.
I had to pick between two people, Joel Osteen or Adam22, I would pick Joel Osteen. Now, is Joel Osteen a perfect human? No, he's not supposed to be. He's a human just like we are. That's the whole point of Christianity, that we're not perfect humans, right? And we have something that we fall back on. And it sucks to see somebody like Adam, who has a lot of influence, go over and tell young kids, because he feels like it's his obligation to get the new rappers, the new young kids, to go against Christianity or any belief in a higher being, which is insane, because I'm going to link these two videos down below, so you know what I'm saying. I'm going off of two videos, maybe three, but it's just unfortunate, right? Is there anything?
It doesn't make sense. Well, that doesn't make. If you're talking about what logic, right? He talks about hitting DC Youngboy or whatever.
DC Youngfly.
DC Youngfly. Sorry, I don't.
No, I know. Yeah.
DC Youngfly to hit him with logic. That logically doesn't make any sense. How are just I'll hit you with a logic bomb. Where do you get your standard of morality for you to judge somebody else's? And what makes your standard of morality saying that you shouldn't believe in religion? What makes yours? Why does yours trump mine?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can tell you why I believe mine trumps yours, and I could sit here and tell you that I've looked into both sides honestly.
But I don't think even the search, the seek and you shall find, there was no force and you shall find. I think a lot of this thing that people think that they got to force their belief system on them is crazy, because you can't force a gift on somebody.
Yeah.
This is a gift. You know what I mean?
But also, you're still because they're saying don't force your belief, but
they're forcing theirs on you.
Yeah, just by saying don't force your belief, that's a belief.
I think that we don't force ours, and they actually force theirs.
Yeah.
And they turn around and say that we're the ones forcing.
Exactly.
But realistically, I like people that are like-minded as me, and I want to be around those people. Unfortunately, I don't want to be around people that aren't like-minded as me.
Why would you?
But we live in a country where it's kind of diverse, and we could get into the roots of our country and how we should go back to that. But I don't think I want that argument either.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We're living in this fallen world right now, and we're doing pretty good on our own right now.
And so. I think at least for those two videos, the two guys are definitely not the kind of people that I would have holding the religious flag, when they're about to debate somebody.
Yeah.
So.
And you mean DC Youngfly and ADAM22?
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, at least they tried, but I mean.
I know they tried their best. All right, who knows what they were on. He says Christianity is dangerous. He wants to be known for helping out the young rappers. And once again, it's like, so if you're helping out the young rappers, shouldn't you tell them about things that actually matter?
Hey, don't do drugs.
Yeah, you shouldn't promote drugs. You shouldn't promote lean.
Hit a lick.
Yeah. Like, yeah, because, like, one, there's going to be problems in that. I don't even get into the gang politics because it's just like, one, it's like extortion and fear tactics. Doesn't always work.
First of all, he's made his money by interviewing all these people.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So, how does that... Give me that logic, please. Give me that logic. That doesn't make any sense, bro.
Break it down. Like, just say the point that you're trying to make.
I'm saying, like, you're saying that... You're saying that it doesn't logically make sense to believe in religion, right? But how does it make sense... Or you're saying that religion is bad. How does it make sense when...
Dangerous, harmful.
Yes, dangerous and harmful. How does it make sense when you have had gangbangers...
Yeah.
Right? People from the Crips, people from Bloods, people that are known to sell drugs to probably underage kids too, right?
Yeah.
People who in their songs...
And even pornography, probably promote
pornography, promote... what's it called?
Underage sex, stuff, all that stuff.
All that stuff. So how are you going to sit here and have all these people and give them a platform, right, to all these underage people that can watch your videos and say that religion is the bad thing? How does that make sense?
Yeah,
Does it contradictory?
We just want to answer to the question. To be honest, we just want to answer to the question.
Yeah.
And this says, like, if you take this personal, that's on you. But you said all this stuff, so we're just
going based off what you said.
Yeah, we're seeing it on the internet and we're going over it. I think there's a different way to live and think about things now. And like I said once, there's no force on you. But do I think there's a true way in life? Yes, I do. And I think we'll go off. There is one God, the beginning and the end, the Alpha, the Omega, the Creator of all creation. So I mean, that's pretty much.
Well, he also said this. He said, I remember he said one thing. He said that all of the religions don't agree with each other.
Yeah.
That's
well, it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter, but at the same time, like that goes in. I guess he doesn't touch into that, but he says all religions don't agree with each other, right? Yeah. Which is true. They all contradict, right? Yeah. And it's our job to find out which one is the truth, because they all do contradict. Christianity and Judaism have two big differences. One is the belief that Jesus is the Messiah, right?
Yeah, but we still believe in Yahweh, which is the Creator. The Jews and the Christians believe in the same God. Now, when you get into the Muslims and the Jews, I wouldn't say they do. Because Jews would say they believe in Yahweh, and then the Muslims say they believe in Allah, and a lot of people say they're two different people. They're two different gods. Now, so it's your job to find out which one is true.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's only one truth. It's not our truth. It's not his truth. It's not your truth.
And just because, like, let's say me and him were the population of this whole world.
Yeah.
And we don't think that 2 + 2 = 4, regardless of what we think. That's the majority.
Yeah.
2 + 2 is always going to equal 4.
2 + 2 is always 4, regardless if we think it or not.
Yeah. So truth is truth, regardless of how it makes you feel and how many people believe in it or not.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Either way. So, we had a little bit of discussion on ADAM22. Don't hate the guy. Sharp.
I don't hate him.
We're coming for Sharp, bro.
I like Sharp, dude.
Bro, I like Sharp, bro.
I like Sharp. Now he's going to say, like, you kind of, he's a pimp, and then listen.
Yeah, he's a pimp, but
I don't agree with
man
this
is not human. First of all, there's some things that, hold on. Even if Sharp is a pimp, there's some things that he says that's right.
Yes,
there's some things that he says is wrong.
Exactly.
With every human being.
You take
the
truth, the little truths, right? And you have to be knowledgeable and mature enough to be able to say, okay, this dude's talking about slapping women over here. Let's relax with that. Okay? Just take the little truths.
But when he gives you some game, he gives you some game.
And then you're like,
and you can relate that.
Exactly.
So there's points with everybody. So you could even say the same thing for Joel Osteen, the exact opposite as Sharp, right?
Yeah.
You could say Joel Osteen says some things that are good, and he says some things that are bad. He's got a Ferrari. People hate him for it. Whatever. The fact is that man is not perfect. All right. So stop looking at man like they're perfect.
Yeah, we're not looking at God.
We're looking at God like he's perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not looking at man like he's perfect.
Yeah.
So start finding that relationship with God. Seeking you shall find. Either way.
Yeah. Seeking you shall find.
Triple E Elvis. I'm out, baby. You got anything else? Or you good?
No,
okay. Straight up. See you later. Sharp. We're coming, baby.